Today I have with me the brand new Kia Sorento 2024 facelift. This is the brand new version that came out this year with a few interesting changes that make the car look much more modern, much more interesting. We have new tail lights. The bumper is different. In the front, I will show you in a second, kind of the old front end, it's kind of different. So we have a new grille, a little bit brighter, new T-shape, headlamps, and also the bumper down here is different. More about that we will talk in a full review video. I will have a separate video where we will talk about every single feature, interior, exterior, and also technical data. In this video I will drive the car and I will give you the feedback on how it's on the road. But before that I will give you some infos about the car. For example, the engine, it's the 1.6 liter TGDI petrol engine combined with a full hybrid system. So this is the full hybrid version that I have with me. It's the one that I totally recommend you if you want to go with this Sorento. Also 19-inch wheels look really nice. Those alloy wheels in this combination of black glossy with this gray chrome, ventilated brake disc on the front, ventilated brake disc on the rear. Plus it comes with a lot of safety features, also some improvement they made to the safety features. We will talk about that as we drive. This is the key, by the way, really beautiful key. Today it's a little bit windy, guys. I hope you can hear me because I don't have a microphone connected to this camera. I hope you can hear. Here on this side you have some buttons to lock the car, open the trunk, and also unlock the car. And on this side you have the button to start the engine and to summon the car, to move the car forward or backward from the parking lot. That's why I leave the car like that, because I want to show you this feature. So first of all, unlock and lock the car. After you lock it, you press and hold close to the vehicle for a few seconds until you see this cockpit turn on. And right now you can summon the car. For example, if you want to summon backwards, you just press this button. You can see without no one being inside the car, it's able to summon back. This option, it's able to have it also on the plug-in hybrid version or full hybrid version, and also you can move it forward as well. You can see right now when the car is moving, the lights, the daytime running lights are on. They look so beautiful, this T-shape. And if it feels like it's an obstacle in the front, the car will stop. You can see right now it stops automatically. On the rear the same. And with this occasion I can show you also the rear brake light LED up here. Here is the camera for the mirror camera. I will show you later. This is the brake light, the way it looks wonderful. And now let me summon back, and the same story. You can see the reverse light, it's all the way down here on this area, and it's normal halogen light. And then when it feels like you're here, it will totally stop. Let me unlock the car. Here is the turning signals LED light, looks wonderful. Anyway, more about that we will talk in a separate video, in a full review video. 360 degrees camera. It has a camera here, a lot of chrome around the windows, on the handles, on the down skirt, which make the car much more classy, much more business. This black with chrome look really good. Now inside, guys, the great part is that it comes with those phenomenal Napa leather seats, which are so comfortable. They are ventilated, they are heated. This is a full option. This Sorento that I have with me today, it's full option, so it has all the options. I'm really happy to show you in a review video, so definitely check out. You have aluminum pedals there, electric adjustable steering wheel, something that wasn't before, Bose sound system. Let me go inside, put the key right here. You can see already when you go inside the car, the seats will automatically adjust depending how you save the position of the seats. Right now the engine and the system it's on, because it's a full hybrid system. I will explain you in a second. It doesn't have to have the engine on because it has also two electric motors, one small like a generator, one bigger, which it's able to drive the wheels of the car. So you are able to drive only in electric mode for certain times and situation, which is incredible. I will give you in a second more information, but let me show you something cool. Here you have a button from where if you press it, look at this, the seat will move. You have to hold it for a few seconds, and then the seats, I think I have to start the system one more time. Right now it should work. Yeah, oh, I pressed the wrong button, sorry. And look at this, it will adjust the seat in a comfortable position. So if you wait for someone, you can stay like that and wait. It's just incredible. And not even that, but even this one from here, you can adjust it. Look at it. From other button, this is the one that I pressed before, so you can put it all the way up or you can put it down. It's so cool. And if you want to go back, just press this button and it goes back to position. Even the steering wheel, it's moving a little bit. It's so cool. This feature, I saw it first time on Hyundai Ioniq 5, if I remember well. It's just fantastic, and now Kia and Hyundai use it. And you can do that with the passenger seat. From here you press it for a few seconds and you can see the seat is going into the relaxation position. And then of course you can adjust even that area down there, but you have another button on the other side. I don't have it here. Look at this, it's crazy. And the quality inside the car, it's really good. Everywhere, everything you touch, steering wheel, it looks fantastic. Also, I love the fact that they still keep the physical buttons from where you can change different settings. From here you change the volume, voice command, and media, and here you have the autopilot, which you will test today on the highway. And from here you can change different information on the cockpit, where you can see the navigation. We are still not able to see the full navigation map on the cockpit, but still you can see the direction, which is useful. And then you can see these assistance systems, which I will show you later. It looks fantastic when you activate the autopilot. They call it actually highway drive assist, and it's level 2, and I will show you how good it works. This is also improved from the previous version. And here we have the consumption. We will reset it. You have engine temperature, the tire pressure, the drive power distribution, and some energy graphic which shows you what happened with energy in real time. Really cool feature. Here in the center console you have even this sensor where it can read your fingerprints, so you can actually go inside the car with your fingerprints and unlock the stuff here. 2 cup holders, wireless charging, a lot of USB-C. From here you can activate the ventilated seats, guys. And by the way, here you have the climatic system, from where you can choose to turn it on, turn it off, the temperature from here. It works so cool. And you have also this, probably you saw it before. From here you can switch between shortcuts for the media or climatic system, which is great. Here you have this wheel. I like the fact that they put this wheel here, because when you want to change the different driving modes, you can switch it from here. You don't have to look, because you will feel that it's a small wheel. The big wheel is for changing the position, the gear selector for drive, reverse, neutral, and park. And here you have this little wheel for the driving mode. So you have eco mode, sport mode, smart mode, where the car will choose for you how to give you the power and so on. And sport, of course, it's a sport mode, and eco, it's a eco mode. And then if you press it, you go in off-road terrain mode, snow, mud, and sand. Those are cool. Probably we won't have the chance to test it in this video. Sorento writing here, I really like the things. Ventilated seats work perfectly, and they are pretty silent. And also you have heated seats, armrest in leather. Here is the mirror, by the way. Even though you have a big mirror and you have very good visibility in the back, because the window is kind of square, I will show you in a review video, you still have the options to have this camera, which is great. Then you have, of course, the panoramic glass roof, which look great, and so on. Electric adjustable steering wheel, head-up display, which is directly on the windshield. Look gorgeous. Now guys, let's drive it, because I talk too much before we drive. Current trip. Since last reset, I reset the consumption right now, and let's drive it. We will start in eco mode. The climatic system will be on low, level 1, as always. Put it in drive just like that, and then just drive it. Also, we have a button here for the camera. We have auto hold, heated steering wheel, and downhill assist, and electronic handbrake. And here, if you activate the 360 degrees camera, you can see you have also the bird eye view. And also you have the chance to move the car or look around the car in a 360 degrees way. But you can see the front camera, you can see the rear camera, and it shows you also those active lines. And you can also choose different position, side cameras, a little bit wider from above, and so on. It's really cool. What I like the most is that when you go in reverse, you will feel a vibration right here, so you know you are in reverse, because sometimes you maybe forget at least when you are in the beginning, and you might forget in which gear you are, and if you are in reverse, yeah, sometimes might be confusing. So it's great that you feel that vibration in comparison with other cars. Also, you can see at low speeds the 360 degrees camera like that, but if you go at high speeds, it will show you only front and rear camera in a wide way, which is super useful, and I will show you that as well when we go outside on the highway. Let's see the graphic. It shows you a super nice graphic with what happened with the energy, when the car recuperated energy, when the car used the energy. So right now we can see we have over half battery plus yeah, I forget to give you the technical data, so I will stop for a while here and give you the technical data, and then we will start driving, because I want you to know a little bit more about the car. Even though this is the parking button, even though you will find out more information in the review video, I still want to give you right now before we start driving. So the version that I have with me is the Premium Plus, is the top of the range version. It comes with a 1.6 liter TGDI petrol engine, is the full hybrid 404 version, and the price of this car, the most expensive version, it's 60,143 euro. This is the price for it. And the Sorento actually start in active version. The most entry-level cheap version is 49,915 euro. Those are the prices. Now, when it comes to technical data on the version that I have with me, as I said, it comes with a 1.6 liter TGDI petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line. The total power of the electric motor and petrol engine, 215 horsepower, 367 Newton meters. It comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission special for this full hybrid system, 404, top speed 183 km per hour. You are able to drive in EV mode up to 120 km, 0 to 109.7 seconds. The lithium battery, which is located under the rear seats, if I remember well, it has a capacity of 1 kilowatt hour, and it's around 40 kilograms. Now, when it comes to consumption, it's around 7.1 liter on this all-wheel drive version. The front-wheel drive version has a lower consumption, a little bit lower consumption, around 6.1. Then we have the CO2 emission here, 149 grams. The weight of the car with the 7 seats, because this is the 7 seat, you can get it with 5 seats or 7 seats, you can choose that as an option. But on 7 seats, it has around 1,884 or 2,046 kilograms between this weight. When it comes to ground clearance, it has 17.4 centimeters. And by the way, I want to point out really in this video that the car comes with a 7-year or 150,000 kilometers. And by the way, guys, if you are in Romania, if you are in Bucharest, around Bucharest, you want to see the car, you want to test drive the car, you want to buy the car, definitely check out Meet Motors in Bucharest. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so definitely check them out. Let's start driving. My first impression when you drive in eco mode or when you drive in smart mode is that the steering wheel is pretty assisted for such a big car. The turning circle is around 11 meters, which is very good for a big car like that. Also, you can go in the city pretty easy. I drive it before, so yeah, it feels light to drive. Once you go in sport mode, the steering wheel start to be a little bit stiffer. The suspension will kind of stay the same because it didn't come with adaptive suspensions. It has independent MacPherson suspension on the front and semi-independent suspension on the rear. No, it has independent multi-link on the rear, so it has pretty good suspension. That was one of the surprise when I started driving the car for the first time. Pretty good suspension, very good comfort over the bumps. We will talk about that a little bit later. Now, the car is brand new, guys. This is something to keep in mind. Brand new. It has 100-200 kilometers, something like that. So that means the consumption probably in the end will be a little bit higher. Then will be the VLTP estimation. So after 5,000, 10,000 kilometers, it starts to be a little bit lower. Otherwise, there are a few things here which I want to point out on the car. There are a lot of things, not only one. So I think you saw it before. When you turn the signals left or right, you will notice that the car will activate the cameras. So it has left and right cameras, so we'll activate it and you will see it here on the cockpit, the same as you probably saw on other Kia cars. And not only Kia but also Hyundai have kind of the same system. They kind of share the same system. Now guys, when you are in eco mode or when you drive in smart mode, you have the option from those pedals behind the steering wheel to recuperate the energy and to choose the level of recuperation. So from here you have 3 levels plus the auto level, where the car will choose for you how much energy to recuperate. So you can choose to have it in auto, and even if you are in auto, you can also choose the level still, so which is great. Now if you put it in sport mode, if you move it in sport mode, those pedals will act like changing the gears, which is so complex. I mean, the whole idea of this car, it's so complex. You have so many features here. Now from here, from those buttons, you activate the autopilot. Let me activate this autopilot. They call it highway drive assist, and from here you can activate it, and you can see the car will stay between the lanes, will accelerate, will brake, will show you also on the head-up display the information, but also here on the screen will warn you from time to time to put your hands on the steering wheel, but still is doing such a good job staying between the lanes. It has a lot of sensors, it comes with radar, it comes with cameras up here, so the car will know what happened around it. You can also higher up the speed from here, from these buttons. Love the fact that you have physical button, easy to use. Everything seems to be great. Also, I love the fact that the car can see the car from the left and right, something like Tesla. You can see right now it sees this truck, this van, and also it sees in the front, it sees that it goes in the front, and it will start decelerate a little bit but still keeping the distance. And you can choose from here what kind of distance to have, from 1 to 4. The car will choose the distance, will choose to keep this distance between the car in front and your car, which is pretty great. And right now it's still driving itself, so I can set the speed here to 110 and the car will do the job for you. Now I forget to tell you that the car comes with double glass, which is great because you have really good sound insulation inside the car. What I notice is the fact that at high speeds, today it's super windy, yesterday was raining, and today it's crazy windy. You can see also on the trees. So I heard just a little bit of wind, but if outside was no wind at all, I noticed that up to 120 km/h, even though the car have this kind of squarish shape, it's pretty good with the sound insulation. And you can't hear too much noise from outside, which is pretty impressive. I tell you, I was so much impressed with the quality that Kia in the last years bring to the cars. It's just fantastic. And not only that, let me take the control now. Not only that, guys, but also the fact that the materials quality are so good. It's quite impressive. Even the stalk here, it feels really good quality. So right now you can see going turn the signal right, you can see that the car activate this camera, which help you a lot. Even though you have huge mirrors, fantastic visibility, you have blind spot technology in the mirrors and all that safety features, you still have these extra cameras. And by the way, talking about camera, while you're driving you can activate the cameras and you can see the rear camera or the front camera. So you have this camera up here, which is higher, you have this camera here, but you have also the options to see it as a mirror. So man, I mean, it has so many features. This car is so complete. And if you will buy a Mercedes, for example, with all these options, with ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, heated seats, cameras, all those features, autopilot and so on, I think you would pay for sure over 120,000 euros. So you will probably pay double the price if you will get an yeah, equivalent Mercedes in the class. So yeah, for me, I think what Kia do, and also you have 7 years warranty or 150,000 kilometers. It's just insane. It's just insane how many things you get for the price. Plus, here when you stay in traffic, you can activate those features. So simple as that, and then the car will keep the lane, will accelerate, will brake. And also in traffic, it's so relaxing, just keeping the hands on the steering wheel. I always recommend you that, and then the car will do the job for you, will keep the distance, accelerate, brake, and so on. Even the navigation, it shows you pretty clear the directions. Those are the new screens on the car. 12.3 inch. It's a curved screen. It's a little bit tilted to the driver. It's so good. I really like. I don't know if I can complain about something about the car. I really like almost everything inside this Sorento. I really like the quality. I don't know. I wish, of course, there are a few things. I wish to have the full map on the digital screen here, probably in the future version, but it's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. You see the directions, you see so many infos right there. You can choose to see here on the right side, which is very simple to look, and also you have the information on the head-up display, which is also easy to read. And I like the head-up display because it's directly on the windshield, and it has good resolution and good contrast. Anyway, how much consumption we have until now? We have like 8.5 liters. The way we drive on the highway, climatic system still on. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. 7.1 liter was the APLTP estimation for this 404 full hybrid. It's also a pretty heavy car, guys, so that's something to keep in mind. I think about around 2,000 kilograms. On 7 seats version, so it's kind of normal to have a little bit higher consumption for bigger cars. So otherwise, we will see anyway. And it's brand new car. That's the thing. Need a little bit of time to get lower. Probably will get half liter lower after 5,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers. Yeah, I really like it. It's so comfortable. The seats are just fantastic. I love the position. I love the size. Yeah, there are not many things to complain on this car, to be honest. You can activate from here the cameras, the rear camera. You can also customize and choose the brightness and choose the position a little bit lower, a little bit higher. You can choose from here how you like to have it, or you can close it completely so you can see in the rear. It's great because we have this test where we have traffic, we have highway. We will drive a little bit faster back now on the highway, and then we will go in the city a little bit. Sound system, I tested before and it sounds fantastic. It comes with a Bose sound system. It's also an option. We will talk about options and all those information in the full review video, so yeah, definitely stay close to see that. Also, as a competitor for this car will be Hyundai Santa Fe, which is also a new model, and will be the Skoda Kodiaq, for example, which is kind of something else. But Kodiaq, I feel like if you get all these options as you get on this one, it will be a little bit more expensive. Now, I like the changes that they bring to the car. I like the fact that the changes with which come this Sorento are fantastic, because it makes the car look better, much more modern. The front end, the bumper, the grille, the back and the lights, the headlamps look much better. I really love it. I definitely think they make good improvements. Let's go in sport mode. By the way, if you go in sport mode right now, those pedals here, they will act like changing the gears. If you want to have some fun, if you want to change it manually, you can change the gears with those pedals behind the steering wheel. Also, the steering wheels start to be a little bit stiffer, and to have a better, it gives you a better stability when you drive a little bit more sportier, and also on the highway it feels better at high speeds to have a stiffer steering wheel. Also the engine will stay at higher RPM. I already hear it. It's ready to go, you know what I mean? It's really stay up, so that's fine. Surprisingly, guys, one of the most surprising thing was the suspension. They are super comfy, but in the same time the car didn't feel like a boat, you know. I mean, when you go left, right, didn't feel so light, it didn't feel unstable. It feels quite stable, probably because it's heavy, I'm not sure, but it's really, really good. Blind spot technology, you can see also right now if you want to pass those cars. So easy, so easy. $215 horsepower, it's more than enough for me, guys, and not only for me, I think for you as well. So the acceleration feels pretty quick, and it feels like it has more than enough power for, yeah, normal driving and even more sporty or dynamic drives. Right now at 120, even though outside, look at the wind on those trees. It's pretty powerful today. You don't hear, look, 120, you don't hear too much wind, you don't hear too much noise from the engine. So the engine is pretty silent. That's really good. For me, this is impressive. So 125, it stays so good on the road. It has such a good stability. The weight ratio to the car power, it's perfect. I really like the way it's set up. Even 130 right now on the highway, it feels stable, it feels quick. What are you doing, man? It's really good. Now we will go in the city a little bit. And let's change it back to, let's go back to Eco. And right now, by the way, we can switch between those different levels. So you can choose to have less regenerative brake, you can see it's rolling, or you can choose level 1, level 2, or even level 3 if you pull it harder, and now it's the maximum. And if you hold it for a few seconds, it will go to auto, so the car will choose for you. Super nice. Now the car recuperates all that energy back into the battery, and we can drive in the city. Let's see how much battery we have. The cool part is that you have this graphic that shows you how much battery you have. Ooh, we have almost a full battery because we recuperate a lot of energy there when we decelerate out of the highway. Yeah. So we have another driving mode, which is smart. If you choose the smart mode, then the car will choose when to switch between sporty or eco, you know, so it will kind of keep you in the middle, and the steering will be the same as eco, so kind of comfortable for the city, but we will still drive in eco mode. Of course, you can choose between all other driving modes, mud, sand, and stone, or on mud, sand, and snow. And also here you can activate the cameras, so if you want to see the rear camera and so on, you can see it here. Also the car, it's able to read not only the speed signs, but also it's able to read the traffic signs like priority, give priority, have priority, and so on. Another thing that I want to point out, the car range, it's around 900 kilometers. I saw when I get the car for the first time I had 950 kilometer range, and right now I have 876 kilometers. But it's just incredible to be able to drive up to 900 kilometers with such a big car. It's just insane. It's so much traffic around here today. I don't know why. Usually it's not that much. Now we will go a little bit in the city, in the traffic, so we can simulate a real life consumption, real life driving, so that will be really helpful to see what kind of consumption we can get. Outside it's pretty warm today. I think it's around 29-30 degrees. I don't know where it showed me. I think down 24 degrees outside. It's not super warm, but it's pretty good temperature. It's kind of perfect temperature for test drives and yeah, whatever. Man, it's so much traffic on the other side. Good to know. I don't want to drive. I don't want to go around there back. I think that will broke. This traffic will totally broke or test drive if we catch this kind of traffic. Will be a tragedy. Anyway, until now it's just perfect. The trip, the way we drive, everything was really good. Right now you see we drive in electric mode at low speeds. As long as you have enough battery, you drive only in electric mode. So the car, it's capable to drive only in electric mode for an extended period of time, as long as you have enough battery and as long as you don't drive too fast. So right now we are still driving in electric, and we will drive in electric for probably most of the area here, as long as we drive up to 50 km/h and we have enough battery. The car will keep staying in electric mode. Look at this, over those speed bumps, man, the suspensions are so good. I was so surprised to see how good the suspensions are. Right now the petrol engine kicked in because I pressed a little bit harder the acceleration, but crazy good suspension, very comfy. I really like them. Visibility, I don't know, everything, it's for me in this car, I mean, everything feels pretty premium, from suspensions to quality materials. Everything you touch, the stalks, the buttons, everything feels really fine.
Now turn right and then immediately leave the roundabout at the third exit.
All these technical safety features are really useful, and I don't even need to go forward because I have such a big window. I can definitely go in easy. Look at this gray color, nice color. Anyway, I have to go in, otherwise we'll stay here forever. I have to go left. Man, it's so easy. The steering is so easy in this.
Leave at the third exit.
Even in this kind of small areas, city streets, the steering wheel, it's extremely light. It's easy to go around with the car. Look at the camera here. I don't even need to look in the mirror because I have this camera. You have, of course, the panoramic glass roof, which you can open. I will show you in the review video. You Yeah, turning circle, it's pretty good. Even in this roundabout, it's so light. I don't feel like I'm struggling. I feel like it goes so easy around. It's such a big car, it's so easy to go around the corners. It's perfect. Really, really good. Here are a little bit of bumps, so we can test this suspension. But man, it's so comfortable. It's really nice and comfy. Because you have those double glass, you can't hear too much noise from outside, so that gives you also a nice pleasant environment inside. An ambient, it's really pleasant. Here is the test for the suspension. Wow, pretty good, pretty good.
300 meters leave the roundabout.
Very good suspensions. I like them. I like also the regenerative brake. It's pretty powerful. It's almost like an electric, full electric car. And that's really good, giving you those levels and so many options to choose. This is so useful. Not many full hybrids give you this chance to change those level of recuperation in so many ways. And right now the same, it's just switching between electric drive to mix mode. And it's so comfortable being here. I think I can drive for many kilometers here. You have also those ventilated seats which you can activate from here. And I like the fact that they still keep a lot of physical buttons which are so easy to change and adjust. You don't have to worry about going into the screen and then search for different settings, because you have every single setting around somewhere here on the button. Man, I don't understand these people, how they park here exactly on the crosswalk.
In 600 meters, turn right at the end of the road.
Here we have some speed bumps again, so you can hear also the suspensions. Pretty nice. Now here you can activate those cameras and you can see what happened around the car if you want to know how you go around those things. But also you can see it just like that. You can see it from above, so you have this bird eye view, so you can see how you go around those tight places. So I will go around here so you can see a little bit better. When I park the car, you can see right now a little bit better look at this, going in reverse. It will vibrate a little bit, which is great because in this way you know you are in reverse, and then you can see the bird eye view camera, and you can see in the mirrors, and you can see also the 360 degrees camera car, or you can do it like that, so you can even help you if you go like that, if you want to go forward, and then you see that you're not really straight away, and you can turn it around and so on, and then you can park it, and then you can look one more time in the end if you want to do that, or you can just look at the reverse like a normal reverse camera. If you go in the front, it's like that, and if you go in reverse, you can see it like a normal reverse camera with those active lines which help you guide you park the car, and then you just put it in park, and that's it. Consumption wise, 7.3 liters. It's incredible because our consumption, the estimated consumption was on this 404 version between 6.7 and 7.1 liters, so it's very close with what they estimate. We get traffic, we get highway speeds and pretty high speeds. I think was a really good test. I'm surprised to see that it's really close, and keep in mind the car is brand new. It has like 300 kilometers or 62 kilometers. What? It has only 62 kilometers, so I'm the first who drive this car. It's just incredible. I mean, over 5,000, over 10,000 kilometers, the consumption tend to go lower, so you can expect that, but for such a big car, it's a pretty good consumption. In perfect condition, you can get probably under 6 liters or so on. Very good car, man. I'm so impressed on how good the car it is. There are so many things that they improve from the previous version. It's a very good, smart facelift that they made. Anyway, if you want to see the full review, I will have a separate video. Definitely check out that video as well. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you're in Bucharest, in Romania, around here, definitely check out Meet Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are super nice. They will help you with everything, so definitely check them out. That was the video. Thank you again. Stay safe and see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.